Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we continued our work on our new electronics facility here. Getting the basic, these are what? Basic circuit boards built, manufacturing. And then making our electronics component, basic electronics components that are going to be necessary for our basic electronic boards. So, that all got done. And it was mentioned in the comments that this particular buffer chest that I had put down here was in a position where I would not actually be able to get anything out of it. Well, it would be really kind of convoluted to get things out of it. And so, yes, that was the case. So I moved it over here. So we should be able to get a loader getting stuff out of there that way. And then get underground to get underneath these two belts there. So, yep, that's no longer an issue. So now we have our basic circuit boards. We have our solder, which is in a bad position because that's going to be on the same line as this. Okay, well, it looks like I'm going to have to move this thing again. Well, see, this stuff is here. Because we are going to have stuff coming through this line. We're going to have stuff coming through this line. We already have these undergrounds here and here, which are kind of interfering there. I can't put it up here because I need to extend this particular loading bay eventually. Right, we're going to need to bring in we're going to need to bring in stuff here. Huh. Alright, hold on. This whole thing's gonna get reworked completely. Because I can't go like this because it's gonna hit this side and it's gonna interfere there. I think what I might have to do is actually bring it... Just bring it through to here. Alright, and then... So we can have this coming through there. And then we would have to have... This is a conundrum. Let's see, if I bring this loader there and I put that there, well, it really doesn't matter. Alright, well. Let's move the stuff across. Okay, we'll have to see how that's going to work. Alright. So now we need to start building the assembly machines that are going to put all this stuff together. And because we are still trying to bring through 100 per second of the electronics components, and our belts can only do 53 per second, we're going to have to split them. So did I not make myself enough of those? I guess I didn't. Well, let's get those made real quick. I think one thing that I'm going to do, again, this is based on another suggestion I got, is to work on our laser weaponry technology for laser turrets. I think I already actually unlocked laser turrets, so we're going to work on the stuff that increases their damage and speed. Laser turrets 2. Let's see, we can get all the way up to laser turrets 4. Then we can increase their speed and damage and that sort of stuff for use when I have to go clear more nests. So I might have to use actually a combination of some static defenses with my tank. To get that done. Okay, so this can do 2 per side. We're going to need 3 inputs, 1 output. Alright, so we're going to need 2 inputs, we're going to need a 3rd input, and then we're going to need our output. Because we're going to do... Oh. Why did I just accidentally hit the space bar and damaged? And fired my, flamethrower. That's the word I'm looking for. Alright, so then you are going to pick up and drop. And you are going to pick up and drop. And then you're going to be offset there. And then you guys are making the basic electronic boards. Right. And let's blueprint this real quick. Okay, so let's see. Because we're going to need to unload from there to head there. Alright, and then this stuff is going to come through here. And we're going to have to split it. Okay. And then we have this stuff. The circuit boards. That are also going to get split. And this is going to kind of get snaked through here. There we go. And then this is going to come through here. And come down there. And we just need to get those guys delivered, and then and that's all set up. And we need one extra one, right? I need one extra one. But it's going to need the surplus from both of these. Because we are kind of maxed out here. We can't really make any more of the basic electronic components in this particular line than this. Right? Because it's making 100 per second, which even if we split in half, that's 50, which is basically the load the belt can sustain. So... gonna do is we're gonna at least temporarily bring this over here. To make sure that it'll have supplies of that, regardless of which side actually has the surplus. Now that'll get changed whenever we actually can extend this. We won't be able to actually extend this until we get better belts. Okay, so excuse me there. We are done with that. That's going to have to get loaded. Well, this stuff's going to have to get loaded somewhere as well. But I think we'll probably figure that out later. So what I'll probably have to do is bring these, tie them together, and send them somewhere, because, again, we need to make sure that we bring enough through here, because I'm making 10 surplus, I think? Yeah, 10 surplus. I will sort that out later, because we're not going to actually make the loading areas just yet. And actually, I think... because we're probably going to be routing everything through here, so it's going to get... it'll get interesting. Alright, so we need to start putting together the design for the next set here, the electronic circuit boards. Alright, so it's going to need its own independent source of solder, electronic components, transistors. So this is all going to be built as part of its own thing. I mean, we'll use the same supplies and everything, but, I mean, like the same source of this. And all that. We're going to have to keep an eye on what the rates are going to be. So let's go by factory. Let's go with 2. And let's see what we've got on our hands here. Alright, so we're going to need to make our own solder, which is going to be fine. Solder from coils. We're going to need to make these guys. We're going to need to make these guys. So this is going to be new. Plastic bars. Silicon wafers. We're going to have to manufacture that here as well. So I believe that is the best assembly machine we have. Okay, so then we're going to need the tinned copper wire from the coils. And then we are going to need to make the circuit boards. Circuit boards are going to need phenolic boards, copper plate, tin plate, and ferric chloride solution. Okay. Phenolic boards are made from wood and resin. So this is where we need to bring over our resin. And what we'll be doing is we'll be making resin from liquid resin, because we have liquid resin. $8 per second. I believe we're making 400 per second liquid resin. So that should be fine. And the wood we're making from naphtha. And then the ferric chloride solution, we are going to need iron ore and hydrogen chloride gas. Alright, so that's quite the shopping list. Alright. So, the first thing we're going to want to do is start bringing in everything we're going to need. So, let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to need here. Alright, so we're going to need plastic bars and silicon plate. All right. Let's use these 2 new bays I just put in. Alright, so this is going to be plastic. Silicone plate. We already have the stuff. We already have the tin wire coils. It's over here. Alright, we're going to need copper plate and tin plate. And actually, we're going to have to... I'll put this over there to get around that. Alright, copper plate and tin plate. We're going to need liquid resin. We already have naphtha. And we're going to need iron ore. And we're going to need hydrogen chloride gas. Do I actually have an area where that's loaded, or was I making that stuff like... Because here I'm making it. Do I want to manufacture this stuff on site again, or... So I really haven't set up anywhere where I can load either hydrogen chloride gas, or just hydrogen gas, or just chlorine gas. I don't believe. There's hydrogen chloride gas that's loadable from a train. Alright, so that's the best we can do for laser turret damage. I'm actually going to hold off on much more research because I think we're probably out of... Well, I mean, it's running through. I do have to be careful that I don't drain my supplies of metal up here. I want to make sure everything keeps nice and stored. But we can probably do shooting speed, at least for a little bit. Well, there's a body of water. That's all we would need to make the stuff. Or maybe I might think about just making an actual production plant. Unless there's a way to make hydrogen chloride gas from something else. Let's see. Propane gas and chlorine gas. We can make alkylchloride gas and hydrogen chloride gas. Let's see. Yeah, there really isn't a way to do that. Well, let's cue all that stuff in, and then we'll see what it is that we're going to need to actually do here. Alright, so if you make all that stuff on site, then I don't need to worry about bringing that in, but we are going to need iron ore. Which I lost kind of where we're at. Okay, so this was silicon plate, copper plate, tin plate, resin, iron ore. Right, and then we'll take care of the hydrogen chloride gas ourselves over here. Alright, let's start getting all these things loaded in. Alright, so then this is going to be copper plate. Copper plate. Tin plate. Resin. Liquid resin. And iron ore. Alright, so then that's solid components, solid components, solid components, and this is a liquid. Liquid. And then we're going to need 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. All right. So that's all in place. We just need the trains now to bring all that stuff in. So we're going to need plastic and silicon plate. So you're going to be plastic. Refuel, inactivity, plastic manufacturing, plastic loading, inventory full, and then bring it on over here. Inventory empty. Oh, right. You actually need some fuel. There you go. And so this is going to be from the foundry, where we're going to grab silicon plates, inventory full, and then we're going to bring them over here. Inventory empty. There you go. Alright, and I think that brings us to the end of this episode. Yep, that'll bring us to the end of this episode. I'll probably go ahead and work on getting the rest of these trains set up to bring in the rest of these products. And then maybe I'll work on setting up this hydrogen chloride gas stuff, because we've already done that before. Somewhere. I'll set that up. Maybe I'll make somewhere where it can be loaded and train it over. Like maybe I could actually split off of this and make a supply. Maybe. I'll have to see. Alright. So, for now, we'll end here. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.